Hey, it's Friday night in this mug, man. Where my where my opener at? Yeah, we in this mug. All right with me. Let me see. Let me get a picture in the background. Yeah, happy Friday, man. It's your boy making the noise. I'm gonna say what's up to the chat in a second. Let me get the picture that I want. Happy Friday. Yay, yay. Ooh, let me see. Which one? Which picture I want, man? Damn, it's a tough one, man. Let's start off like that. We just start off like that. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope right there. Yeah. BD. Happy Friday. Shout out to Lois Cox up in the building out of Jersey City. Yeah. Up in the building. The member in the green. The member in the green on the scene with the gangster lean. And this is what I wore at my school reunion. Yeah, I just wanted to show it on the Friday night. Oh well. Yeah, I did it. I put it on purpose. This is what I wore with my classmates. Had the Paramount flag right there. Tile. I mean, no. Paramount High School. I was it when I lived in North Long Beach and in Compton. And when I lived in LA for like half of a semester, I went there. Had to catch that 125 down Rosecrans. Yep, I did. And then I used to get sweated. Then my mom had to drive me up the street on Rosecrans. 'Cause, man, I'm doing Bloods and Paru wasn't playing, bro. They was sweating my foot, bro. I had never lived in a neighborhood like that before, bro. Where it's red. That was the first time I ever lived in. I was like, wow. I'm so glad when you. It's a nice home. Just the neighborhood, man. I didn't grow up like that. I didn't grow up with like them type of guys. Man, I was happy to move. I used to get sweated over there. Anyway, shout out to many of y'all Reddicks in the building. Diddy, baby oil party with with Suge Knight and who else? I said, look at it, and Keefe, yeah, the theories, allegations that we got here. I don't know if this picture is real, man. Because anybody confirm that this picture is real right here? I can't confirm this picture is real. Um, Many y'all Reddicks in the building say, hey, Don and chat, what up? Many y'all Reddicks in the building, and everybody in the background, like the video, subscribe. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Get some of this. I haven't had a drink yet. Here we go. To longevity, prosperity, good health, wealth, mind, body, and soul. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit maybe of the prayers. We got different, but we're gonna be on this Keefe D and Tupac stuff, man. The theories and allegations, man. I love it. I love when y'all give me y'all theories. I give y'all my theories, and then I can play around, even though I got my mind made up. But it's fun to hear, to hear different theories. Anyway, salute. You can drink on your water or your juice or your inshore. We about to get loose. Yeah, let's go. Mm, I wanna. Let me stop. If I forgot, got the homies, then can't be doing like that for the homies. You know what I'm saying? My bag. I know the ladies like that shit. You know what I'm saying? And they call me Don Nazy. Uh-oh. They better not play no more lies. That was banging. Hey, no more hard lies. You love me, but I just think, hey, that's it hard. Shout out to Michelle. Even though I know she caused some beef with Dr. Dre and Suge, what a coincidence. So, damn, is this picture real or not? I don't know. I just got this from died over 20 years ago. Their music's still better than any rappers today. Ooh, I ain't gonna say any rapper, but Yeah, they stuff lived the test of time. Definitely Easy E on this picture. Tupac, of course, and Biggie. See, I'm not upset like a lot of y'all are with Biggie or Tupac or whoever you were fan of, or I don't hate Easy because I start liking Death Row, you know. So I actually met Easy when I was like 15 years old at Lakewood Mall years ago, man. The infamous, notorious Lakewood Mall, man. Met him and Yella. Yup. And he looked just like that, like a real. I know what a gangbanger when I see one. He was shorter than me, and I was 15. So, but he was stocky. He was like real stocky and shit. He was looking around and shit. He make sure he looking at surroundings. He wouldn't. He was signing the autographs, but he kept looking around, looking up and shit. He was alert. And Yellow was in the truck. Yellow may had to have that thing on him in that truck. Yellow was just in the truck, checking things out too, chilling. I don't know why I didn't get Yellow autograph. Anyway, never met Tupac, never seen. Um, so I missed Tupac when he was out here in LA, or in New York. Must have just missed them both cities. Nah, I think when I was in, yeah, I was in, yeah, I can't, yeah, he was out by time. What year he came? He got out in what year? 95, right? But when in 95? Was it October? When did he get got? When did Tupac get released from prison? I think it was 95, October. I'm not mistaken. From prison. Let's see. We're going to see. I want to see the exact date because October. I was right. In October. Yep. So I don't know where he was at, but I remember that was our last time we went to New York in October of 95. So, and then being me from being that I'm in LA, he was shit. I'm surprised I didn't cross paths with him. But anyway, with Biggie, I seen him multiple times, like, but in crossing, never up close encounter, but just like from an arm distance, couple of, just real close, but just never said nothing. Wish I could said what's up, something, but I never walked past him. I would have said what's up. Anyway, so I seen two of the people in person. I never seen Pac. That's crazy. I guess that's a blessing. Some people met all of them. Shout out to y'all that met all the damn greats. But yeah, I got a picture too. Um, I want to show. I got all kind of pictures. I got all kind of videos, tabs and stuff. But I know that kind of bore y'all sometimes. Me just playing clips and shit. But so I like to freestyle and just talk from the heart. But nobody's talking with me. But shout out to y'all that's watching. Shout out to y'all that's watching. Like the video, subscribe. Like the video, subscribe. You feel me? Um, this one picture I made. I'm gonna let this picture rock for a second. Yeah, I like this picture, man, because it's classic. I don't know if this real or not. Don't quote me if this real. I hope somebody knows or just. I know you can probably Google search it, but I didn't have no time to do it. But if this is real, this could be. I don't know if this is real now, but it could. I mean, they all was around. He was still Easy was still alive when they both came out. So I know for sure Tupac and Easy met. So I'm pretty sure by Easy going to New York a lot, that I'm pretty sure he bumped across Biggie. I think he did. I hope this is a real picture. I don't know, but you never know. Uh, but it's a trip, man. I don't know if I ain't gonna say it's a curse on hip hop, man, but it makes you wonder, like, what's going on, man? Is the lyrics haunting us now? Like shit, man. We've lost a lot of good rappers at young ages. Like, and not only this era, I'm gonna just freestyle for a second. Simply just going, just I just took these pictures. I just thought it'd be dope. I'll get to the topic in a second until somebody. I just want to cover this real quick. Boom. Then we go to this pick, and it's like, damn, that's a damn shame. Then you start seeing everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, easy. 95, Tupac 96, Biggie 97, um, Big L 99, uh, Big Pun 2000, 2011, Nate Dogg 2017, Mob Deep is that Prodigy from Mob Deep, Nipsey 2019, Pop Smoke 2020, damn, and then DMX 2021. That's crazy, man. Just had to take a picture like that, like damn. Yeah, RIP. Shout out to Bad Talk Media in the building. What up, man? What's going on? RIP to the guys, man. On the earth, man. That's crazy. And that's not it, man. They know Instagram, they got all kind of pictures. But I'll let this rock for a second. Yeah. Let that sink in. And it's even more people that's in between that. It's a lot of people missing. I know. I know. Don't get me. If you know whoever's missing in this cipher right here, put it in the chat. I know it's somebody missing. I'm just taking pictures of it. I ain't, I know it's way more. Don't get mad. That ain't accurate. In 2005, such and such. I know, I know. Shout out to Soldier Slim. I know. Soldier Slim. I know it's a lot. What year did Soldier Slim? Because, I like it like that. Shout out to Juvenile, man, for pumping that up. I didn't even know that wasn't him saying that. It was actually Soldier Slim. Let me see, Soldier Slim. Let's see, death. Let's see when he died. I know he probably died within that time period, 2003. I was a little off. Bam, I know. So I know it's a lot of rappers. I know. From not down south, up, Midwest. But the one that we've been waiting for 30 something years is coming up next week, man. I'm gonna show some more pictures of different time periods. This young, of course, Juice World. Um, who's that right there? King Von. Um, let me see. Oh yeah, Mac Miller. Yeah. Who's that right there? Damn, who's that right there? I can't see who that is. Oh, Big L, my bad. And then, oh yeah, Old Dirty Bastard, Aaliyah, and homie from the Migos. Man, it's a lot of motherfuckers, man. Excuse my language. Not motherfuckers, but brothers or whatever. There's one more pick. Takeoff. I don't know why I be forgetting Takeoff names. And they was young. Takeoff 24, Pop 25, Biggie 24. Who's that? Rich Homie Quan? What? I ain't know Rich Homie Quan no dead. I think that's wrong, right? He ain't die. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember him playing. Trey Savage. But yeah, but like the only one that sticks out, not the only one, but the one that's been unsolved for 30 years and counting. Let me see. I don't know what picture this is. Oh no, that's something else. That's something else. Man, not that, but I wanted another picture. But yeah, Pop, man. Oh, next week, man, it's going down. There we go. Let's get back to this. Go to the old pics. Damn, that's from back in the days when they was cool. Damn, best friends turn strangers, man. Ain't that something? Wow, wow. But yeah, we got different tabs. We gonna go with Suge, man. I couldn't believe it, man. Suge changed the story a few times, man. And I think he doing it on purpose. I figured it out. He's doing what Woody's doing. Let me get a picture of Suge. Suge is doing what Woody's doing, bro. Suge is about to be the Woody in the damn Keefe D case, man. I didn't even think about that, man. Where's the picture of Suge? I got a picture of Suge, yeah. Suge about to be Woody, bro. He's about to confuse the jury, and Keefe D might walk, bro. I'm sorry, I had it kicked up. He gonna have it. He gonna confuse the jury, man. The reason why I say this, I gotta play this part. I got to. I got to. I got to. I gotta play this part. We cut this off. I gotta play this part, man. Nobody talking to me. But shout out to y'all pulling up low key in the background, though. I see you. I see you. Let's go to Suge, man, to where he says one thing and it confuses me, man. I'm like, damn, Suge, I didn't know that, man. Damn. So, where's the clip I'm looking for? I just had it. Just had it. Damn. I just had it. It's coming. 1 second. Where's it at? Where's it at? Not that one. I gotta find this one, man. I just had it. I'm feeling good. There it goes, Suge. I think this is the part. Let's see. Cut this fan off. Oh no. There we go. Yeah. Let's listen. Let me see. Is it up high? No. Suge gonna say something. It's like, what? What's Suge talking about? Hopefully, if I was him, I'd rather tell the judge, you know what? Let me go and get this 5 out the way. Let me get this 10 piece out the way. By then, keep the D trial be over with and you'd be forgotten. But if you walk away scot free. Oh, hold up. Let me go to the beginning part when he's talking about him when he made it to the restroom. I think this is the one I'm looking for. The restroom one. Fair use. Because even though we was friends, but if a motherfucker pays you to kill us, I got a bullet and shoot. Oh yeah, so he telling how he bumped into Keefe D at the Staples Center. Wow. It's real true, and I've been wanting to tell you because we've been knowing each other. This is since we was kids. This is he talking about Keefe telling him this. Listen. I see Keefe D. Keefe D was spooked. First thing he told me was it had nothing to do with the killing of my homie Buster. Now I responded to Keefe D and said, shit, if I thought that, I'd be on you already. He said, but I'm going to give you something that's real true, and I've been wanting to tell you because we've been knowing each other, since we was kids. So Keefe D was like, look, I need the money. Puffy and was gave me $1 million. They gave us most of the money, or half of the money, and that's how everything unraveled for is what happened in Vegas. So boom. He's saying he's telling you out his own mouth. This story right here saying that he seen Keefe D in Staples Center, and then boom, Keefe D confesses to him, that he, did it because he took out pot because he needed the money. Then you fast forward to the TMZ interview. Yeah, it's right here. I just want y'all to hear it so you just don't think I'm just babbling. Yeah, we got the content. Listen. Then he changes up. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna get on that stand and he gonna change it up, bro. He's the Woody of the Tupac case of the Keefe D case. Listen. Closer to being solved. The arrest in the Tupac Shakur murder 27 years later really shocked everyone last week. And we still have questions about why now, right. That the police haven't fully explained because the man who is now charged with the murder
confessed in 2008 that he was involved and has been saying it very openly in interviews that he handed the gun to a guy named Orlando Anderson, his nephew. And Keefe's story is that Orlando pulled the trigger and shot and fired the shots into the car, which Suge Knight was driving. Tupac was the passenger. Tupac was killed, and Suge was hit but survived. So everyone was wondering what Suge's reaction is to there finally being an arrest in this case. You would think maybe he would be happy that there's going to be justice. Also, and is he going to testify? So I spoke with him a very short time ago, and he is in prison right now. I talked to him when he was on the jailhouse phone and wanted to find out what he felt about the Keefe arrest, um, and whether he would cooperate in the trial. Tell me what your reaction is to the arrest of Keefe D.
Well, surprise number one because I didn't think um, Keefe did never get arrested. Nor do I want to see him get arrested. You know, let's get one thing straight. First and foremost, you know, me and Keefe D play on the same Pop Warner football team. And whatever the circumstances, if he had an involvement with anything, if he didn't have any involvement with anything, who want to see? I wouldn't wish somebody going to prison on my worst enemy.
The DA says that Keefe D was in the car with his nephew, and that presumably his nephew, according to the DA, is the one that shot Tupac, and that it was done with the full knowledge of Keefe. Do they have it right?
There was only two people in the car. And Pac not going to tell the story. I ain't going to tell the story, but I tell you this. I never had nothing bad to say about Orlando because, number one, he wasn't the shooter. Number two, he came to my hearing and told to let me go and tell the truth. They still didn't let me go.
If you are called to testify in this case,
Damn.
I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be.
why not?
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
Why not?
Well, number one, because I'm not going to get on the stand and testify on somebody for what?
They seem to be saying that Orlando was the shooter and Keefe was in on it, that he had full knowledge of what was going down, and it was revenge for Orlando getting beaten up by Tupac and his team at the MGM after the Tyson fight. Is that correct?
No.
Then who shot Tupac?
It wasn't Anderson, so that's all I got to say about that part.
To summarize,
Wow.
you are saying Orlando was not the shooter, although you won't say who the shooter was. You are not saying whether Keefe was involved in any way in the shooting. And you are saying that
Wow.
if you're called to
Listen.
testify by either side, you will not comply. You will not testify. Do I have that right?
1,000%. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't testify. None of that. At the end of the day, free Keefe D.
You know what's really interesting?
Wow. He said free Keefe D. So first he said he's why is he saying free Keefe D? Wow, that's crazy.
At the end of the day, free Keefe D.
You know what's really interesting?
Wow. Free Keefe D. So we don't know what we gonna get. We don't know what we gonna get, ladies and gentlemen. We gonna hit man, Sugar's gonna be Woody from the YSL federal case that got Young Thug off. Basically, Young Thug, did get one, get that, got one little less charge, but he took that deal, whatever. He took that deal, and it was a better deal than getting 25 to life. So Marvin says, scary ass. Hey man, I don't know what Suge gonna do when he get on that stand. I don't know what he gonna do, but damn, you say one thing, then I'm confused, man. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. He said it wasn't him. They keep blaming Reggie Wright Jr. Let me show you the next pick. And I'm gonna put that fan back on. Well, these are all the. Well, no, I missed a suspect. These are all the alleged suspects. Let me get out the way. You know, you got Orlando. I think that did it. You know what I'm saying? Keefe was in the car. He said he wasn't there. Now then you got, I think it was a paid hit, but now people Suge saying Snoop, and I think he's saying Reg too. Uh, but for sure, Keefe is blaming Reggie Wright for it. So that's the only reason I got those, Reg on there, because ain't telling what Suge gonna testify and say, boom, Reg did it. That'd be crazy if he say that and he do it in front of the whole. That'd be crazy. Like, no, it wasn't Keefe D. It was Reggie Wright Jr. And then you start snitching like Nino Brown. You put that fan back on. It's hot. It's hot in the mug. Got this hat on, trying to look cool. Yeah, scary ass. Yeah, so these are some of the suspects. I should have put Reg in the middle. That way I can consider it better. But you know. Snoop is a snake. Y'all remember when this fool said he was a Snoop lion? Hey, yeah, man. I didn't really wasn't I was hey, he went through a religious uh I ain't mad at somebody finding God, I guess. That's why he called himself, you know, I ain't mad at that. You gotta remember Snoop beat a murder case, bro. And I wish I can find that tape with Suge. It's on there when Suge saying he got the bodyguard that did that they said did the shooting admit on video on tape that Snoop was the one who shot instead of the bodyguard. He was like, yeah. Suge Preston was like, you know that he did that. You know what I'm saying? He said, and he paused for a second. Yeah, damn. I was like, whoa. So I ain't telling what Suge gonna say when he get on that stand, man. Damn. I ain't telling what Red's gonna say when Red's get on that stand. What Red's gonna say? Well, we already kind of know. We've been seeing the interviews, but it's different when you get on that stand. When you put your hand on that Bible and you said, "As you swear to tell the truth or nothing but the truth, so help me," and all this stuff, and you standing in front of that judge that could just give you time. Ah, got that robe on. Shit, the pressure, the heat is on. Like, are you gonna confess or what's going on? Is Keefe D gonna break down and confess, or is he gonna just say, "No, I lied. Okay, it wasn't Reg, it was Diddy." I don't know. I don't know. But we got an interview with Keefe D, man. We got an interview with Keefe D. I didn't air that first part with y'all. I gotta find that interview with Keefe D. There it is. No, not this one. That's his lawyer. His lawyer did an interview too. But check this interview out. The first one, we didn't even cover this one. We didn't even cover this one, chat. Nobody talking to me. But I appreciate the views though. Shit, I appreciate the views. Thank y'all. Fair use. Like the video, subscribe.
Good evening, Dwayne. Keefe D. Davis insists in an interview with our 8 News Now investigators that he did not kill Tupac Shakur. His trial, though, is just a week away. Speaking with our own Vanessa Murphy, Davis blaming the son of former head of security for death row records for the killing in an interview
Damn.
you will only see right here on 8.
Damn. 8. News 8.
If you did not have anything to do with Tupac Shakur's murder, who do you think did?
To me, I think they Ricky's Reggie Wright Jr. All he do is lie. He can tell stories.
Damn, he threw it right on Reg. Damn. Damn. So they gonna have a pissing contest in there, boy. He gonna be keep thinking, well, yeah, hey, Lord, answer this, yeah, yeah, cross examine this, yeah, yeah. Damn, he said Reggie right. Damn, you snitched on Reggie, fuck. Damn.
I think they Ricky's Reggie Wright Jr. All he do is lie. He can tell stories. He even be on interviews. So right now, my son, you know what I'm saying? So right now, my family, it's wrong. He can be on interviews. So right now, my family, it's wrong, man. It's wrong.
Damn. He said Reggie threatened his family and everything. Wow. Damn. So you know Red's watching this, boy. And you know Red's gonna be testifying. Oh, it's going down. Fair use. Listen to the lady. Shout out to this interviewer.
In that 400-page motion filed by the DA's office, one of the points that they are trying to make is that a lot of what you have said is true. So you're sort of your own witness that you said you went to prison for selling drugs, all of these specifics, your role with the Crips. So they're saying you were accurate, so you might be accurate about the murder.
Sure. This is a bunch of lies.
You know what else kept coming up in the court documents? Biggie's murder and how at some point you were a suspect.
Yeah, they took my car and did forensics on it. And that car was never shot or nothing like that. And it's wrong because I was under the parking garage and that man got killed.
Damn. Says he was in the underground parking lot where Biggie got killed. I thought he left by that time. But he said he was in the underground, probably trying to get at some ladies, standing around parking lot pimping. That's what we all do. Once the club is over, we go to the parking lot and we go try to get numbers and socialize and network, and shoot some dice back then and do whatever, in the parking lot. Fair use.
When he killed, they came running back to one there and said, they just killed me. I was under the parking garage. And so,
Damn. Was he in the parking lot garage with a walkie-talkie? Hey, they about to leave right now. They about to leave right now. Yeah, 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 they about to leave right now. They leaving right now. Yeah, yeah. You never know, man. I'm just making up some shit. I don't know. It's just all satire. Fair use. Here we go.
they, they took my car and did forensics on it. And that car was never shot or nothing like that. And it's wrong because I was under the parking garage and that man got killed.
Dang.
When he killed, they came running back to one there and said, they just killed me. I was under the parking garage. That's what happened. Uh, they just, to me, the police, that's wrong.
Damn. He said the police did that. Damn. He with y'all in the chat earlier when I did a live earlier this morning. The chat and the live was saying that they felt like that the police was involved. So Keefe is saying, excuse me, is saying that the police is involved as well. Wow. Fair use.
Who expert shots like that, you know what I'm saying? They don't do comment like that or watch it in our area shoot like that, you know what I'm saying? You have to be a marksman.
Damn. He said nobody shoots like how Tupac got shot, and so you got to be a marksman to do that. Damn. I don't know. Some dudes in the hood can shoot. I don't know. They be going to shooting ranges. I ain't say all of them, but I know a few. Some of them former military. Shit, I don't, Keep know he bullshitting on that one. Oh, lie to you. Yeah, yeah. You right, Donnie's. You right. Yeah, yeah. He know. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know like that or watch it. And I really shoot like that. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a marksman. So you have nothing to do with Biggie's murder. Nothing to do with nobody's murder. And then a name that kept coming up, and it has come up, and
She said, he said nothing with Biggie's murder. Nothing with Biggie's murder. So that's what he say. Did you get paid for that Tupac hit? And you didn't get paid, or you did get paid? It's one of the two, Keith. You from Compton, not Compton, Campton. You gotta say it like that. Campton. You can't say just Compton. You gotta say Campton. You from Campton. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. You went up there just negotiating. You did something. You did something. Either you got paid and you walked off and left, or you didn't get paid and you set it up and bam, that's where we at now. But guess who's in the chat before I go any further? Hey, that's my auntie. Oh, that's my aunt. T Shaky. Oh, I love my auntie. Oh, that's my aunt. T Shaky. Yeah, I got my school reunion clothes on. My school reunion clothes on. I had on boom 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 boom. You know, in them videos, I did it all when I got off the school reunion. You heard me. Lois Cox in the building. Shout out to Lois Cox. My auntie Shaky in the chat. But yeah, man. So yeah, shout out to Keefe D, man. Fair use. But it's,
and I think I've asked you about this before. Sean Combs,
here we go.
Diddy, Puffy, whatever. Do you think he had anything to do with the murder of Tupac Shakur? No, man.
Wow. Now he changing up. No, ma'am. Wow. First you said he did. Now, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I wanted to did he drop a bag off, man. Fair use.
Puffy, whatever. Do you think he had anything to do with the murder of Tupac Shakur? No, man. I don't think so at all. What about Biggie's? I don't think he did one.
My thing is, I don't like how he looking away. I don't, when motherfuckers start looking away when they talk, I don't know if he's looking at his lawyer. Maybe looking at his lawyer, maybe, but he should be looking at her. You know what I'm saying? What you looking at, or looking at his script? He looking at something over there. So when you do that, sometimes it look like you lying, man. You look me in my eyes, motherfucker. Yeah. Don't be shifting your eyes over there, man. You looking at me right now. And why the fuck you change looking over there?
What about Biggie's? I don't think he did one. To me, it's just follow police out there in our area.
He said disgruntled police in his area. Man, maybe he got more information that we don't know. Maybe his lawyer got some information that we don't know. Fair use. Here we go.
Really, right on did it was why. I'm not around this chicken boy channel, chicken channel. Don't read it's just, I guess a lot of stuff from PIs, private investigators, and all players, evidence pointing to Reggie Rodriguez.
Oh, damn. He going hard at Reggie. Damn. Here we go. Listen.
Private investigators, and all players, evidence
All figures and evidence point to
pointing to Reggie Rodriguez.
wow.
And he brought up my name from day one. Davis is expected in court on Tuesday for a hearing to discuss some pretrial motions. His murder trial expected to last at least a month. There are over 200 people who the state says may testify. On a
Damn, I didn't know 200 people. Damn.
website, you can see the prosecution witness list, which includes names like
Mayor Oscar Goodman, and Governor Joe Lombardo. For the latest on this and other stories, visit
Oh, we get they prop left to play.
8newsnow.com and tune into our live news.
Yeah, so go to that. Go to 8newsnow.com and you get that. Go to the channel 8 News, you know what I'm saying? For that content. That was crazy, bro. Like that interview, like he said, no, ma'am, you did Diddy and anybody. Now he changing the story. Diddy ain't in it. Damn, what the hell? I can't believe it, man. So it's all upon the jury, and that's the cold part about not cold, but that's the reality of it. Like it's gonna be regular people like that interviewer that's gonna be right there judging him. That's gonna be ain't got no nothing, no ties to no streets, nothing, no murk, nothing. You know. I'm gonna show this clip real quick inside the arrest of Tupac murder. Let's see if we could just let it play for a second. Fair use. Yeah. Like the video, subscribe to your boy, yeah.
For Tupac's murder in September of 2023. Back when I made this, I was laying out why the case should be closed. And since then, of course, they've made an arrest. So now
Oh no,
this
this the wrong one. That mug's too long. That one's 23 minutes. Hell no, I can't play that one. That's too long. I thought I had the one that was like 1 minute long. Um, Shout out to Lois Cox and all the people in the bushes for pulling up. And yeah, I'm gonna play some clips since nobody talking. Nobody talking. Y'all just watching in the background. That's cool. I enjoy the views. Let's go. Fair use.
this afternoon, an 8 News Now exclusive before one of the biggest
Is this the one? Nothing to do with the murder. Okay, maybe it's the one I wanted. Yeah,
in
earlier.
Las Vegas history. A sit-down interview with the man accused in the murder of Tupac Shakur. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis speaking with investigator Vanessa Murphy. A quick note, our team was not allowed to put a microphone on Davis due to security. That's why we've included subtitles. The trial surrounding the murder of rap legend Tupac Shakur nearly 30 years ago is just days away. We were given the rare opportunity to sit down with the man at the center of it all, Dwayne PPD Davis, face to face while he waits here in jail. Did you have anything to do with the murder of Tupac Shakur? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I wasn't even in the matter. I wasn't in the matter, period.
Yeah, so he's still saying he wasn't in Nevada at all. Oh wow. Wow, we got Mob James and I don't know who else could put him there, but I know Mob James said they seen him at 662. But I don't know. It's his word against Ma James. That's like and Foxy Brown. He put in his book, okay, that she passed the gun to Eric Von Zip, and then Eric gave it to him. Fair use.
Do you regret the book and the interview? Yeah, I was just after the money, and they said I was covered. I did it for the money. You know what I'm saying? And but did anyone tell you maybe it's not a good idea to do that?
For real. Yeah, it's like a simple elementary question. Did anybody tell you it ain't a good thing to do that? Like, dude, you just beat a case. Great question, lady. Fair use.
Because they might arrest you after they hear you say that or read it in your book. Like, did anyone close to you say, not a good idea? No, the ghostwriters. I didn't write that book. I think, you know,
So he said it was ghostwriters. He said, I don't know about no Winston Churchill.
I know Winston Churchill, Frank Sinatra. Just read the book. You know, I didn't write that book. You know what I'm saying? And the black lady, the lady, she gave me $150. But then when I looked, I was watching the interview this week,
and the way you sort of go through it by play, like then this happened, then this happened. It's very believable.
It's very believable. She trying to see, and that's the jury. That's gonna be the jury. The people that heard like that, which how she explained it. That's your average juror person, not because she's a certain nationality or nothing. Just average working person, just listening. You can like, damn, you did describe that shit very vividly. Like, dude, you didn't flinch, you didn't stutter, nothing. Here we go.
Interview this week, and the way you sort of go through it by play, like then this happened, then this happened. It's very believable.
Right.
They wrote me a script. I followed.
They wrote him a script, but why is he smiling when he's saying that? I don't know if that's a nervous smile, but why are you smiling? And you looking over there, like, is that his family over there? That's his lawyer over there. They wrote me a script to follow. Why is he smiling? Because I guess he like, damn, y'all don't or is he just laughing because he feel like it's that you don't get it? Like, I don't know, man. Fair use. Listen,
Very believable.
They wrote me a script.
he's smiling. They wrote me a script, mate, out of like, damn, you can't believe this. Like, I'm sure, or is it true that they did write him a? Do he got proof that there was a script written for him to follow when he would do the interviews? But if you look at the interviews from Vlad or whoever he did with, in like he was reading nothing from no teleprompter, but he did have shades on a lot of times. So I ain't even think about that part. No shit. He when he would do a lot of interviews in the some of them he did have shades on. He could probably fake those. He could probably fake those and say, yeah, the ones yeah. Maybe people feel for that. I don't know. It's but him smiling, I don't know, man. His nephew did it too in different in that interview, man. They smiling. Maybe it's in their genes that they smile, or is it in their genes as gang banging? I don't know that they think this shit is funny. Like like I don't know. Why is he smiling during a serious situation like this? Like I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Fair use. Let me go back. Fair use.
They wrote me a script. I followed. My lawyer came with the script. It seemed like he was there with them the whole time.
When you were talking in this interview about Tupac's murder and when you were doing this book, were you considering maybe his family at all?
No, I just did it for the money. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be on that. You know what I'm saying? And it's wrong. It's just wrong. I'm an innocent man. And
It look like he probably reading something over there, man. He keeps looking over there, or he looking at the monitor of him. He's looking at something over there. I think he's looking at some monitor. He got to be looking at some monitor right there. He keep looking over there to his right. Fair use.
they said, yeah, Craig, I haven't been around that stuff since like 89. I stopped that stuff. Pulling up my pants. I'm not the leader or Chris, none of that stuff. That's wrong. They just try to make their case for the leader or something. He's the leader of Chris. He's way up there in Chris. No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? There's no color on me. I'm messing with Bloods, Chris, everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was just one the leader of Chris. I helped some guy get that record company again.
He said he helped Suge get that record label started. Damn, he's still sticking to that. I don't know if he did or not, but when I was watching the interview with Bomb first, he he didn't really Reg didn't really say nothing on that part. But I'm pretty sure he didn't, but maybe he did because he didn't really like emphasize in the live that I see. Fair use, here we go. I'm just being fair. I try to be fair. I ain't kissing nobody else.
You know what I'm saying? And why would I kill the guy that's making us the most money?
Wow, kill the guy that's making us the most money. Wow. I don't know if that's a true statement. Does he have proof he was getting money from death row, or what do you mean by that? I don't know what do you mean by that. Making us money. Like, huh? He was the co-owner of death row? Like, what are you talking about? He got paperwork or something? So, I don't know.
So that's rapper back then. Why would I kill our money? It don't make
Our money like that, it don't make sense.
sense. So now I will tell you that
Has the DA's office offered you any plea deals, and would you consider a plea deal?
I'm not going to take no plea deal because I didn't do nothing. You know
But he said he ain't taking no plea deal because he didn't do nothing. He said he's 63 years old.
I'm 63. I had a cancer battle. And I got three stitches in my heart. And the average American lives to about 74 years old. 10 years, I'm dead. So
He said in 10 years he's dead. So why would I take a deal? No deal.
I take it to jail. You know what I'm saying? I heard it's like something from 10 to 25. I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to take a deal like that. I have, especially after I had done that. I'm innocent, man.
How concerned are you that you'll be convicted after this trial and you won't get to spend your final years with your family?
Yeah, I think the nice circuit court can let me go.
Wow, he think the nice circuit gonna get him out. He confident. Well, it's not about confident. He just made peace and said, "Yo, like, because they know." So he know if he just take the deal, he can't appeal. If he takes the deal, he can't appeal. So if he gets sentenced to life or whatever, 20 years, 25 to life, whatever, 65 to life, whatever, 60 years, 80 years, 90 years, 100 years, whatever, he can't never appeal it. You know what I'm saying? If he get a deal, but if he get, I mean, if he gets sentenced wherever the max, he can get it. He can try to get an appeal. But if you cut a deal, you can't get an appeal. My bad, I'm buzzing. Fair use. Here we go. So that's why he don't want to do it. Kind of makes a little key more sense, but if you know you didn't, if you know you got that, they got you stacked. He still, maybe they, I don't know if they still got a time frame when the deal is on the table, when the deal is off. So maybe he just want to see what they got. I don't know. Fair use. Here we go.
Take it out let me go. So it's not right. I'm going to be all right, though. Because God, seriously, God, He know I have this. Yeah. And I hate I put my family in jeopardy like this.
Damn, you said God put it. What? Let me go back. He said something about God. He got spiritual.
I'm gonna be all right. Because God, seriously, God, He
He said God got him upstairs. He got him. Dang.
knows.
He know I didn't do this. He said God know he didn't do this. Uh-oh. So yeah, you, if you did it, boy, you gonna pay now. You
Take it out with me. Because it's not right. I'm gonna be all right. Because God, seriously, God, He know I knows. Yeah. And I hate I put my family in jeopardy like this. So that's one regret I have.
Jury selection is scheduled for August 10th. Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
Vanessa Murphy. Shout out to Vanessa Murphy. She did a great job. She did a great job interviewing Keefe D. Let me move to the next picture. So yeah, those these are the people that's rumored. These are all rumors. Well, Keefe D is on trial. Um, Even Baby Lang is a rumor at this point, but his name was ringing back in the days. And of course, Diddy, in my heart, I feel like whatever that shit he did with that proffer agreement, I think that's the real walkie-talkie right there. And I think the jury gonna hear that, and he's in that BET Chronicles and in the 2008 or 9 Greg Kading and that situation of him explaining step by step, and all the other interviews he did after that. Once they hear that, I think that's pretty much a wrap, bro. Like, or maybe he has some underlining uh evidence, man, that's gonna set him free. Woo, what's this? What's this right here? No, not this one. I had some more clips. Yeah, y'all like the video, share me out. Let me see where I'm at after 1 hour. I think I did all right for the first hour, man. I think your boy did all right for the first hour. Let me just check, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna be doing those two if it ain't up to par. But I know it's up there though, because it was at a decent number, all through the live. So yeah, so I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. You're cool with that, what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. The evidence, yeah. I want to see direct evidence of it, and see what witnesses pull up and everything. That's all I want to see. But yeah, man, I can finally keep a Friday night live up. Oh, finally. At least hit 1,000 right now. So that's good. I'm like, woof. Please let it hit 1,000. And it did. Yeah, at least 1,000. So yeah, at least I'm gonna give y'all 2 hours. I'm gonna give y'all another hour for sure. And we can always change the topic. Don't think that we handcuffed to this. You know, I like to go way back into time. And yeah, 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 yeah. And I wore this in my last high school reunion. And when I was there, after I got off, everybody was trying to give me a ride. But I was like, hell no. I want to get on the train. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Man, like three, four people offered me a ride home, but I knew what I was doing. I knew I was going to get content on that train. So I got the security guards tripping on me. But before they started tripping on me, I didn't even know I was recording and didn't even know they was hiding behind those pillars on the platform. I'm snitching like I'm a, yeah, them security, they was hiding on the pillar on the platform, ladies and gentlemen. They was hiding on the pillars on the platform. So I'm doing all them steps on the step. I'm doing at the bottom of the steps. And then when I'm walking, and then I finally see them, they hiding behind the pillars. That one dude sitting down, they hiding this shit. I ain't even know they was on the damn platform. Did you find any cake at the reunion? Yeah, I seen a lot of cake. Ooh. I seen a lot of cake, but I ain't get with nobody, dude. I ain't get no numbers. Yes, I did. I got numbers, but it wasn't nothing like that. I'm trying to, kick it with nobody and nothing like that. I don't want to mess up no relations, no friendships, man. As much as I want to kick it with a few of the females, some of them I just don't want to mess it up, man. Now, if they come at me, I can't help it. Then I'm just gonna just take it. But I'm not gonna be trying to hunt them down and trying to talk to them and trying to, I already did that already at the past reunions. I already did that before, like 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Um, and yeah, I'm good. I'm just there to network and say what's up. My name is pretty much, I can imagine, is mud. Word travels. Like, you kicked it with him? Yeah, I kicked it with him too. When was this? That's around the same time. Yikes. Oops. I'm sorry. I'm single. Did I marry you? Was you my girlfriend? No, no, no. Well, we just think about it. Well, we just kicking it. Yes. So don't get mad at me. Shout out to everybody in chat. And anything you want to talk about, put it in the chat. You know what I mean? Put it in the chat. I'm not a player. Oh, damn. Oh, no, I bust my window glass. Oh, no. Damn. I bust my wine glass. Oh, no. No more alcohol. Damn. I bust the whole bottle, chat. Damn. No more wine. This is all I got left. Oh, no. Damn. Well, let me find some towels. Find some towels. Damn. That's all I need anyway. We'll just throw this on here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That thing, there's a lot of it. Emergency, emergency wine, not wine glass, wine bottle. Wine bottle gone. Wine bottle gone. Damn. And you put it all over on top of it, but it's okay. I mean, I ain't need it. I mean, I ain't need it. I mean, it's all I need. That's what that meant. And let me Google it. What does it mean when you break not just a glass, a whole wine bottle? Usually I bust the glass. I bust the whole. It just slipped out my hand when I was putting it in the refrigerator. It just dropped out my hand. What does it mean when you drop a bottle of liquor? Superstitious, depending on the region, wine dropping and breaking full bottles of wine can mean good luck or bad luck, life or death. See, it can be either one. Because you remember those different nationalities, they be breaking wine glasses and they be dancing. Toot, 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 toot. They be breaking glasses and shit and breaking wine and busting glasses. I seen that. I don't want to say what nationality, but I've seen it. I've seen it. You've seen it. Don't lie. So I'm gonna say good luck. I ain't gonna never say bad luck on me. It just that was that means I don't need it. That's how I see it. That's all I need. Drink some water. Got one more hour to go. You feel me? Chill with y'all. Freestyle for the rest of the show. No more Tupac and um Keefe D stuff until Monday. But yeah, I still got tabs on it. But nobody wanted to talk about it right now. Lois Scott says Don's a player. No, I'm not. I just be having fun, man. I just be networking. Shout out to Sal's Lovely. I'm sorry, Sal. Sal's so lovely. My bad. They said hi, and I just ignored it. My bad. I didn't even see you. My bad. I just seen green. But whatever you want to talk about, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. And if you missed it, I went on a whole Tupac and Keefe D and Suge stuff, and the first hour went crazy. Now I'm just talking with y'all in the chat right now. So if you want to still talk about Tupac or Trump or Nolan Wells and whoever, it don't matter. You When you, if you just need therapy right now, put it in the chat. Some people be needing therapy. They be putting a whole paragraph about stuff that's way off topic. You like, damn. And then I'm going to the grocery store tomorrow morning, so uh, I'll get another wine bottle. Ain't no big deal. So I'm not a big drinker like that anyway. I only drink once a week anyway. So this is cool. I'm a social drinker. I drink whatever you like. I only drink wine because wine is like a slow climb for me. That liquor, have me on one, bro. I be I be feeling like Superman. My chest be out. I'll be acting like I'm hard and shit. I don't act tough or nothing, but I just feel good. I feel, not invincible, but just very outspoken. I dance looser. My limbs are looser. I feel the music, but I get the vibe into it. I listen more, you know. Probably talk a little more too, but I'm giving y'all 2 hours. Forget that. I don't care if nobody talk to me. I got my, I got my thou. I got my thou. I got my thou. And head to two, head to two. It's gonna be about two. You should. But I'm just freestyling at this point. So, um, this is a therapy session for me too. I ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm off tomorrow. All I gotta do is eat, go to sleep. Yeah, that's it. Or I'm out gonna eat. I'm gonna probably text somebody. I'm gonna text somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna text somebody, see what's up. But I always get shot down lately. It's all good. 'Cause it don't mean nothing. It's just all entertaining. Things will get busier after school starts. I know. I don't want school to start, man. I don't want school to start because I love riding my bike with nobody on the street. Nobody is less cars on the street, less people on the sidewalk. And they doing this damn construction on one side of the street that I ride on, and I hate it. But now I gotta go on the other side of the street. And if y'all coming to this live late, you know what I'm saying? I'm just freestyling right now. I talked about Tupac and Biggie right earlier, and Diddy and Suge and all them, and nobody wasn't talking about it. So thank God I had tabs on deck and people was watching them, you know what I mean? Shout out to y'all in the bushes that was watching it, you know. Shout out to Lois Cox, that's the only one speaking to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank God I can save this Friday Night Live. It's in the thousands, so I'm happy with that, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that, you know what I mean? Shit, as long as it hit 1,000, I'm like, yes. As long as I get them 6 digits. I'm sorry, not 6 digits. It'd be cool to get 6 digits. As long as I get 4 digits, 4 digits, 4 digits, 4 digits or more. 5 digits is better, but 4 digits on a Friday night, I ain't mad at that. Is it true Keefe D cried in court? Yeah, Raymond, you didn't see that clip? I ain't do this. This is when they was first charging him and shit. He was going off in the court. That's a true statement, like for real. He definitely was crying in the court. That's good. You're in the thousands, right? Yeah, I might hit like 2,000. But that's good for me. You feel me? Lois, I ain't gotta put this live up. It's been 2 Fridays. I had to put the live up. So he said that, yeah, Keefe was crying in court. Me find that clip. I didn't do this. I don't know what they talking about. Yeah, yeah. Keefe D crying. Yeah, he was crying, man. I ain't do it. This ain't right. I don't know what they charged me for. Yeah, here you go, right here. I got it for you. I got it for you, player.
I ain't killed nobody. Never did ever kill nobody. They don't have no evidence against me. Came and put me in Las Vegas. Prove that I orchestrated this.
Said the shots came from the back. Who shot? Tupac. The two before the go to the streets. It just came from the back seat, bro.
Shouldn't have said nothing. And I'm innocent, man.
That's not the one I'm looking for. Hold up. He ain't crying right there, but he got one. He boo on like, how you do it? This is the one.
TPD, emotional about his life behind
There it is.
bars and time away from his grandchildren.
Yeah, I thought I was going to college with my grandkids. They couldn't get athletes. You know,
TPD, emotional about his life behind bars and time away from his grandchildren.
yeah, I thought I was going to college with my grandkids. They couldn't get athletes. You know,
TPD, emotional about his life behind bars and time away from his grandchildren.
yeah, I thought I was going to college with my grandkids. They couldn't get athletes. You know,
Yeah, so he was crying. Yeah, he was crying and coke. His gangster went out the window. Raymond said, hey man, somebody said even gangsters cry. I forgot who said that. Somebody said it on some rapper. I never tear cry until my head cry. What Crush Scarface said? Till my something cry. Never hear my son dog. Till my dude dog. Shout out to I don't know something Scarface said. Maybe I'm misquoting Scarface. Y'all help me in the chat. Shit. Shout out to y'all. Like the video, share me out, and then I want to show the person that's Orlando Anderson, man. Just a real quick clip to show you he be smiling like Keefe D, man. Keefe D. I guess it's in the family. They like to smile when they under oath or something. I don't know. Fair use.
Is it Orlando? Yes. Let me just ask you point blank. Did you kill Tupac Shakur? I'm not in kill Tupac.
Why is he smiling low key right here? Look, do you believe him? Do you? Thugs cry. There you go, Raymond. My bad. There you go.
I mean, I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? They would,
Why is he smiling? I guess it's in the Keefe D genes that they smile or something. Wow.
they would even say something like that.
Wow.
I mean, I just want to tell everyone that, you know what I mean, I didn't do it. And so I feel sorry for him, you know what I'm saying, his fans and his family, his friends. In 1995 to date, have you ever ridden in a white Cadillac? You know,
You can't see him.
you know anyone who owns a white Cadillac? You know,
You can't see him on that one. But yeah. Yeah, that's Keefe D. Rewind. Like the video. Here we go. It's Keefe D.
I mean, I don't know why, you know what I'm saying, they would even say something like that. I mean, I just want to tell everyone that, you know what I mean, I didn't do it. So I feel sorry for him, you know what I'm saying, his fans and his family, his friends. From 1995 to date.
Wow, that's heavy, homie. Monster body pressed Orlando Suge about killing Pac. Monster body pressed Orlando and Suge about killing Pac. You talking about Monster Cody? Oh, you said body. You meant to say Cody. My bad. Press Orlando and Suge. He did. I didn't know that. Well, that sounded like he would. I'm not surprised if he did. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Remember seeing Monster Cody? From 75th, I went to Raymond Avenue, and yeah, man, shit, Cheney brother, little Crazy D with the patch. I went to school with Cheney, graduate with Cheney. Raymond Avenue, that's his big brother's Crazy D, and I would see Cody all them, Big D all them back in the day as a kid, bro. Like football, all of them. I'm just a kid. We just going to Raymond Avenue. He pressed Orlando on TV. Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if Cody and Master Cody did that. You know what I'm saying? He was like that. He was official. He was a real game banger. You know what I'm saying? Like he come from that original cloth. When they didn't play no games, like with no games, like no games, man. They wonder why he was in the tent and shit. Like, man, you seen all that shooting and murder and shit, man. Shit, that mess anybody up. Not anybody, but a lot of people. Everybody handled trauma different, man. Murder and trauma and death different. Man. So, it ain't right. None of this shit. I ain't glorifying it. I hate it. No genocide. I don't like no genocide. I want peace in the streets. But yeah, that was a real dude. So yeah, if you said he did that, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. But they say Orlando was like that too. You know what I'm saying? So the times I came across, it was like real brief. I didn't really, know him like that. To be honest, I just seen him in like passing, just football. Playing football. Maybe I think it's either 10th we played. I think I was in the 10th we played him at the Dominguez. And then maybe he played in the 12th. I don't know. But, and then just being in Compton. I didn't stay too far from him. I went to the McDonald's on Long Beach. I went to that liquor store on Long Beach Boulevard. I went to that Taco Bell on Long Beach Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? I live right down the street. So I'm going to go to frequent those, that tire shop and everything right there. I used to live right there for like 4 years. I know what I'm talking about. The tire shop on all that. John's Burgers, where I used to live on White Street. You know what I'm saying? Kelly Park right up the street. I mean, come on, man. Atlantic Drive right there. Laundry and Atlantic, if you don't know. But I ain't from there. I'm from LA, but lived in Compton. I lived in Long Beach. Lived in Gardena. Especially Compton is different, bro. I always tell people that Compton is a little different. Yeah. Something going on in the water in Compton. I don't know what's going on. It's a different vibe. Like I can't explain it, man. You can feel it when you go there. Like, man, yeah. I live right on like what's that? White and Cardell, and you keep going south, and then right there is Greenleaf. You know what I'm saying? Take Greenleaf, going west, because that where I live is where Greenleaf, where I used to live, was where Greenleaf end. Damn near where it ends. So Compton is not that big of a city, bro, but they are real thoroughbreds there. Because they surround it. It's a, that's why they call it the hub city. You're surrounded by four freeways: the 110, the 710, the 91, the 105. You're surrounded by the two major cities in the LA County area, the city of Los Angeles and then the city of Long Beach. You can choose which way you want to go. You want to go to LA, you want to go to Long Beach. Downtown Long Beach, you want to go downtown LA. Like, you want to go to Lakewood, Paramount, Downey, you go that way. You want to go to West, you're going to go to Gardena, Carson, all that shit. Different other cities. So, yeah, salute to Compton, man. I got a lot of love for Compton, man, because I turned 18 in Compton. I had a bomb ass house in Compton. That house was nice in Compton, man. That's the best house I remember we lived in. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like the best house I ever lived in, as far as like a house, the structure. I ain't saying the street and the people and nothing like that. I'm talking about just the house. To me, that was man, I had a side room. It had a little door right there, said beware the dog, little side gate. It leads you right to my room, man. But not to my room, but it leads you to either you can go to the garage or you can go to my room. It's like it was a big old steel gate. You know, you got to go through that, and then either you go to the garage. Three places you go to the garage, you go to the kitchen, or you go to my room. And there was a little space on the side. You can walk to the side of my wall facing north. There's a little crawl space you can walk, and you can go to the backyard. But majority of the time, you would have to go through the den and then go through my room and go to the backyard. And I ain't like that's the part I didn't like. Because for you to go to the backyard, you had to go through my room. You could go through that little space, but I was like, fuck. That's the only thing. Then I had to put like some sheets because it was a glass door. So I had to put a. So I guess that was like the back, porch where my room was. They added that spot as a room, and I had my own bathroom. So just imagine, I'm barely 16 years old. I got my own apartment basically at 16 years old, bro. Like, damn, that shit was lit, man. I love Compton. People talk bad about Compton. I remember having good times in Compton. Shit, don't get it twisted. I got shot at in Compton on the other side of White Street and got chased and all kind of shit. Man, Compton is crazy, but whoo, they got a lot. They had a lot of fine women in Compton, bro. People don't know that. Ooh, it was some fine women in Compton back then, bro. Like, for real. Mm, mm, mm. Shout out to the hub, bro. I ain't even from there, but I got love for Compton, got love for Long Beach, got love for Gardena, of course, Los Angeles, where I'm originally from, the Nickel Block. Shout out to the 75th. It's just a family. Ain't no, different. Everybody. That's a neutral area right there. Tehran in the building. What up? But yeah, we freestyling at this time. Nobody ain't saying us. I'm just talking. He pressed Orlando on TV for real. I don't remember seeing that or hearing about that because they say Orlando will shoot you, bro. Cops is talking about their encounters with Orlando Anderson. Saying that they shot at him. He shot at them when he was a teenager, man. They even said during the Tupac murder, before the Tupac murder, he was already being looked upon for another 187, bro, for another deletion. It's a person on YouTube talking about he got a shootout. This is on, I think, Murder Rap. He talking about he got in a shootout with Pac. I mean, not Pac, but Orlando Anderson. Yeah, Orlando Anderson was official, bro. Like, I ain't saying, I know him, but I seen him in passing. He looked like he was the real deal. I know a fucking gangbang when I see one. Shit. Oh man. Yeah, but I would never bump into Pac. Pac will be coming through Compton and I'll be missing him. I came through. He was at this party. I was like, what? Yeah, right up the street. He was like, that's the street. Da, 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 da. They be throwing house parties all through the city. But he was in Compton. I remember they was talking about when I was living in Compton. That's why I'm saying I don't know how I didn't bump into Pac, bro. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I don't know how I bumped into him. We two Gemini. We probably either we would have liked each other or we would have not liked each other. It would have been 50-50. Because Pac is like me. I get in my moves. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm older, is even I ain't gonna say it's worse, but um yeah, sometimes I just get real aggy. I get be real easy. I get irritated. The motherfucker say one thing that's weird, it just set me off. I'll be like, not set me off completely, but just change my whole mood. I'm like, damn, what did I do to you? Like, what did I do? Like, I'm coming with love all the time. Like, why do people come with me with negativity? I am a positive dude. Like, why do you do? It don't even matter why you don't like me. I don't understand how somebody can't like me. How can you not like me, dog? I'm like, when you meet me in person, I'm coming with good energy. Like I'm not a first I'm not an intimidating person because I'm not a big motherfucker. So that's my plus. And then two, what I'm saying? My energy is like, hey, what's up, man? Inclusive. I'm very inclusive. I don't care who's around me. I try to fit people in that look like they out of place. I'm that type of dude. Like I'm a good guy, like for real. How you don't like me? It don't matter. I just don't understand. I just don't get it. Like, cause I strive my best to treat people how I want to be treated. I strive for that. I try to push when I meet somebody. I try to smile. Hey, what's up? Even when I'm not even feeling that way. And I don't, man, I just can't stand. Maybe I don't know, man. It just to me, it's not that hard to fake it. You know what I'm saying. Even if you're not feeling a certain way, don't take out what you taking out, whatever you going through, and then just have a fucking stank face on you. I hate people like that, bro. Like I gotta just wonder what mood you in. I don't like people like that, bro. Like, be consistent with my ass. I don't like you, bro. I don't like people like that, bro. Because I'm consistent. Like, ain't no, I don't like that shit, bro. Don't put me on your time when you feel like talking. I don't like that shit, bro. Like, or tell me, like, but don't just brush me off. Like, don't. It's a simple "What's up?" You know what I'm saying? You can just say you ain't gotta talk long. Hey, how you doing? You ain't gotta just ignore a motherfucker like that. That's rude. Ignoring a motherfucker, that's just like, come on, bro. Like, that's weak. I hate people like that. I hate them. We all go through shit. We all got mood swings and shit. I'm a perfect person. I'm a Gemini, mother. Shit. My mood swings like that. You know? But anyway, nobody talking, so I'm just freestyling. Shout out to Taryn in the building. We could talk about whatever in the chat. We going 2 hours for sure. But the live is jumping. It's going in and out, but it got me in the thousand. I'm feeling good because usually on a Friday night, I don't even, man, I couldn't even get, man, 1,000. So I'm happy. Y'all fucking with me. Y'all F with me. You know what I mean? I know y'all got things to do. It ain't like 2020 when I first got on here in 2020. Oh, man, everybody was on here, man, but it wasn't my channel wasn't booming like that, but it was more people off work and it's just more interactions back then. And then maybe it slowed down, maybe like 22, 23. Yeah, see, I'm good. I'm looking at my numbers. I'm cool. Yeah, shout out to y'all. Much love to y'all, man. Pulling up in the bushes. Some of y'all, you don't want to say nothing because I got into it with you. I got into a lot of people on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? The thing is like we all striving to be on YouTube. You know what I mean? So the thing is they want you You watch me, I watch you. I don't do that. No, no, I don't do that, bro. Like I'm trying to find content all day. That's all I'm doing. If I'm doing YouTube, I'm trying to figure out how I can find the latest breaking news, how I can break it. You know what I'm saying? How I can trend, how I can, you know what I mean? Me watching you ain't going, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but I'm trying to find breaking news. I'm watching current news. I'm watching these websites. You know what I mean? If I am going to watch something, I'm trying to get content. You know what I mean? Like, so no disrespect, but I think at the 6 year mark, I think I can stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at me not for doing that. Like, shit, I'm covering my algorithm is different. I'm covering celebrities and shit, kind of football, celebrities, entertainers, whatever, trending topics. So I can't watch regular content creators all the time, bro. If you just talking about yourself, like, what information am I getting? Yeah, I went to school the other day and this and that. That's cool. I like to get shit off my chest too. You know what I'm saying? But nobody knows us. Talk about the people that people know. Shit. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I know it's a therapy session, but I can't watch your therapy session. Shit. I'm trying to watch what's popping. What's going on? What's going on with Keefe D? What's going on with Tupac case? You know what I'm saying? Diddy, boom. What's the latest with Diddy? Diddy is going in and out. His sentencing is going backwards now. First it was going forward. He's gonna get released early. Now he pushed him back another 30 days. Is he in the program that he was trying to get in? I'm trying to find shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's in my algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Did they seize some of his stuff when they went inside his cell? You know what I mean? Did he look like the 1950s elevator operator going up floor floor? Take that, take that, take that, take that, take that. You going upstairs, Playboy? Take that, take that, take that. Friday night we chilling. Yeah. Let me start. I want to get gyrating on here. Yeah, I wore this on Saturday for my school reunion. I got a family reunion next year. I might make it. I didn't think I was gonna make it, but I might be able to make that DC trip, man. I don't know. I'm gonna see what my mom and them on, but they might be not. Yeah, they moving and shit. They probably ain't gonna go to that DC thing. But anyway, I kind of want to go. I ain't been to DC since the '90s. I want to see DC. Yeah, if y'all don't know, I got a family called Raw Top Family Reunion, man. And we've been doing family reunion day. We've been doing family reunion since like 1979 on the odd numbers every 2 years. So it'll be the odd number next year on the 27, 2027. It's gonna be in DC, and we have it in different cities and states since 1979. It'll be in, Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi is the foundation, and then it goes to Atlanta, Detroit, Chicago, LA, and then it goes to other places too. I just can't think of other cities and shit. We just left Houston, went to Houston, and they went to New York, they went to Vegas, and stuff I miss. I miss from '99 until 2000 and like 13 or some shit, 13 or 15 or some shit. I think it was 15 when we went to Jackson, Mississippi. Anyway, I'm freestyling at this time, and yeah, whatever y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. I'm freestyling at this point. Uh, we went heavy in the first hour, heavy into Suge statements, into Keefe D statements. We didn't even get to his lawyer. His lawyer did an interview. You know what I'm saying? With two different interviews, his own lawyer. Shout out to Aaron. But I'm gonna wait. I'll play it sometimes. I'm freestyling for the I don't even feel like pressing the tab. Feel like boring y'all. With tabs. Maybe you do want to watch the tab in the bushes, but I'm gonna give y'all 2 hours for sure. Cause man, I seen the numbers earlier and I was happy. I knew it was gonna get 1,000. As soon as I seen like 30 and 40, and then I think it got up to peak to like 50 or something in the last. Like when you get to that and it's steady and they go up and down 30, 20, 40, 30, 20, 40, 30, 20, 40, it's gonna get 1,000 or more, maybe two. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of knew. So when it dies down, like right now a little bit, it don't matter to me because I already got the numbers I wanted in the first hour. Shit. So I'm gonna get my 2 hours and I get to watch my sports. I don't know what's on, who's playing, eat, text a couple of people, clean up this mess, this bottle. Thank God. Yeah, I ain't eat it. I ain't eat it. I ain't eat it. So yeah, I ain't eat it. So yeah, shout out to y'all. But yeah, I'll show the videos of nobody talking. I'll show the video of the interview because by the time the trial come out, I mean they're gonna be just doing jury selection on they're gonna be just doing jury selection on Monday. They ain't gonna be having too much news to report, but just saying this jury got kicked out because I want to hear that shit about different jurors getting kicked out because they were saying some wild shit. Now that's gonna be fun to hear that, to hear different. I don't even know what content creators are there in Vegas. Like any of the big ones pulling up. I wonder if any of the big ones pulling up that's in the hundred. When I say big ones, like 100K or more, the Armads, the Neeks, and I wonder if they're gonna pull up in Vegas, you know, or is this their content, or they on the Nolan Wells? I don't know. It depends. Damn, I thought I had the tab with the here we go. It's the one I want right here. Let this play because nobody's talking. We're just gonna let this play, and then take me a little. Yeah, yay. Shout out to y'all. Like the video, subscribe. This is from let's see. This is from 8 News again. They did another interview. Shout out to them. Fair use. That's loud.
Welcome to the Investigators. I'm Vanessa Murphy, investigative reporter at KLAS TV in Las Vegas. Joining me, my colleague, Kyle Payne.
Hello, Vanessa.
Thanks for joining me. And our guest today is Michael Sound, criminal defense attorney, now representing Dwayne Keefe
Keefe
Davis.
Davis.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So we have a sort of an introduction with some background of this case. Let's take a look.
For 27 years, the family of Tupac Shakur has been waiting for justice. We are here today to announce the arrest of 60-year-old Dwayne Keith Davis,
Damn.
aka Keefe D, for the murder of Tupac Shakur.
2019, he's appeared at least 8 separate times in promotion of this book and repeated various versions of these events, all of which he acknowledges that he is, in fact, the person that ordered the death of Mr. Shakur.
Davis publishing a book and doing interviews, then more than likely he would never have been charged with regard to this particular incident. And so as a result, that's the whole reason why we're here. Mr. Giacomo last. Whether you're directly involved or whether you're an aider and abetter.
So, Michael, when you see that, what comes to mind?
Well, that's the whole reason why we're here. Mr. DiGiacomo last week had said something along the lines of, if it wasn't for, you know, Dwayne Davis publishing a book and doing interviews, then more than likely he would never have been charged
Hmm.
with regard to this particular incident. And so as a result, that's why we're here. Obviously,
That's his lawyer, ladies and
the
gentlemen.
question is that do they have the evidence to prove beyond reasonable doubt that Dwayne Davis is responsible for the murder of Tupac Shakur?
And we should let our viewers know you have not been on this case from the start. You're newer to Dwayne Davis's case. How did that come about?
I was asked, I wasn't following this case at all. I hadn't been paying attention. A friend of mine, another attorney, had reached out and had asked for me to take a look at the case because the previous counsel was withdrawing due to reasons specified in court. I agreed, not really understanding or knowing that this was about Tupac Shakur. But the more I reviewed the file that was presented to me and the information that I had, I became a believer that this is not the type of charge that should have been charged on Dwayne Davis.
You know that I have spoken to him in jail about a year ago. I want to play some of those interviews. This is a story that had aired, I believe, in March of last year. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis insists he was not involved in the murder of rap legend Tupac Shakur. So were you there that night in that car? What was your role?
No, I wasn't at all.
Yeah. So you saying he wasn't there at all? Not in the car or nothing. He said he wasn't even in Vegas. So I'm gonna fast forward because it's hard to hear. But let me fast forward. Go back to the lawyer. Shout out to y'all. Like the video, subscribe. Yeah, Friday Night Live.
Involved, because I know you would tell your client, do not talk to a
Say
reporter.
a little less.
That's my guess.
Honestly, I guess the problem is that every client chooses their own path when it comes to how they want to conduct themselves. Of course, the advice of counsel is to just don't say anything because it doesn't necessarily help all the time. But they do have the ability to say what
This
they
is
want to
this
say.
is Keefe
And,
D's lawyer.
Vanessa, one of my previous cases as well, my client was very outspoken as to her position on things. And that's just the way it is. I don't ever sit there and berate my client's choice to give a statement. I mean, you handle it as it comes along. Uh, and that's what we're doing here with Dwayne Davis's statements. I want to make sure that I'm clear just in terms of what we're doing here today. Obviously, I cannot talk about facts of the case or things that potentially could come out during the course of the trial. I don't want to run afoul of any type of, accusations of trying to influence a jury panel or anything like that. I can answer questions that I think would be appropriate for you in terms of understanding sort of the process, where we're at with the process, what's going to happen next with the process. But in terms of like pitching to you, where we're going with the case and what we believe the facts will show, that's only up to a jury once they've been seated and sequestered and they've heard all the evidence. They can make decisions as to what the facts are. I'm not, here to debate that or at least present or argue to anybody with regards to what our defense is in this case.
Well, and we appreciate that and we respect that. And we appreciate you just coming to sit down with us and talk with us. The case you were referring to, the other case, Michelle Fiore, that's another story, but our paths crossed with that one. And just for some background for our viewers, as I mentioned, those interviews happened about a year ago, more than a year ago. And I had been putting in requests and speaking with Mr. Davis, but he was telling me, let's do like a full sit down interview where we really talk.
Yeah. Just do a full interview. Yeah.
About this case and asking me to sort of
I don't know this judge, man. I don't know. This judge, man, seems like she fair, bro. I don't know.
Eight, until we did that interview, he said, "You will do the first interview with me." And quite frankly, from sitting down with him so many times, I believed him. And then I discovered he ended up doing an interview, I believe, with a network. And it sort of surprised me. So that's how that happened. But again, we appreciate you, Michael, for coming on. Kyle, you
Wow. So that's the lawyer, man. The lawyer doing interviews before the trial. He like, shit, let me milk this shit. We'll see what he got to say.
to jump in.
Well, 1996, I need not tell you, was a long time ago. Why do you think they're doing it now? Why do you think they're prosecuting him now?
That's the $1 million question that I think on some level may never be answered.
Excuse
It's not
me.
an element to the crime to which Dwayne Davis has been charged. So, the motivations of the district attorney's office to finally charge this case after 30 years, it's not relevant.
That's his
Would we all
lawyer.
want to know? Sure. But at the end of the day, it's not something that will.
That's his lawyer, man. And he brags that he ain't never, missed no case. We put my hat back on. I had my hat off. I had my hat off. It was hot. I had to cover that ball. I had to take that. I had to let that ball head breathe, man. But yeah, he said he ain't. He said he got the most. He said he got the most prosecutions in Nevada. And he tried the most cases. Shit, I don't know. He said he up. He said he booming out there, man. He said he doing this free pro bono, y'all. Fair use.
Will necessarily be discussed in court unless the court deems it to be relevant, and that's not my job. That's Judge Kearney's job to call balls and strikes as to what's going to be relevant and presented to the jury. Obviously, we all know what we did on September 7th, 1996. I'm sure Vanessa can tell us exactly where she was, what she was wearing, who she was hanging out with.
What do you mean? I wasn't
She was
born
at
yet. I
recess.
wasn't born.
She wasn't born yet. Oh, wow. Vanessa, Vanessa, you lying. You lying. Wait a minute. So you was born in 90s, 2000 or 97? She got to be born in 97 because no disrespect, Vanessa. You, you pretty woman. Don't get it twisted. You're a pretty woman. But you say you weren't born in 96, so that would make you 30. So you're not 30? You gotta be 29, 28. If you not 30, please tell me you about 28, 29. Please. Because if you say you 25, damn. She said she wasn't born yet. I thought she was at least 35. And that's no disrespect. 35 is still young. Just. She said she wasn't born 30 years ago. Oh, I forgot her name. I'm sorry. My bad. I just had to keep that real. I'm sorry. That was a curve. I'm sorry. Shit. She look older than 30. I'm sorry. She do. Shit.
Would we all want to know? Sure. But at the end of the day, it's not something that will necessarily be discussed in court unless the court deems it to be relevant, and that's not my job. That's Judge Kearney's job to call balls and strikes as to what's going to be relevant and presented to the jury. Obviously, we all know what we did on September 7th, 1996. I'm sure Vanessa can tell us exactly where she
Vanessa.
was, what she was wearing, who she was hanging out with.
What do you mean? I wasn't
She was
born
at
yet.
recess.
I wasn't born.
There you go. So she was in heaven. And so as a
Oh, unless she joking. She licked her lips. Okay, maybe she joking. Okay, I'm about to say.
she knows exactly where she's at. But obviously 30
Okay,
years is a long
Vanessa
time.
joking. Oh, she was joking. My bad. All right, I'm about to say, ain't no way you can't be. You wasn't born. Okay. Okay. Let me go back. Let me look at her. She did it sarcastically. Let me go back. Maybe I'm buzzing. Let me see. Let's go.
We all know what we did on September 7th, 1996. I'm sure Vanessa can tell us exactly where she was, what she was wearing, who she was hanging out with.
What do you mean? I wasn't
She was
born
at
yet. I
recess.
wasn't born.
There you go. So she was in heaven.
See, she licked her lip. Yeah, she was born. She lying. Okay, I'm about to say, Vanessa, shit, I ain't trying to dish you, but yeah, yeah, mm-mm, you look mature, full grown woman. There's no disrespect. You still look young and booming and shit. I would love to see what you look like when you stand up. Can I get a side view? I'm gonna check your Instagram. I forgot your last name, Vanessa. Fair use.
And so as a result, she knows exactly where she was at. But obviously 30 years is a long time. It's such a interesting fact pattern in terms of how do you prosecute an event that occurred 30 years ago. But that's up to the state to do, and that they have that burden to prove to that jury beyond a reasonable doubt that they have the evidence to show that. But witnesses are dead. People are not easily found necessarily after 30 years. The direct evidence isn't readily accessible necessarily. So even though you might not mention it in your day-to-day conversations with the jury, it must be hanging back there somewhere, no? That it's been such a long time. I think reasonable
Man,
people would be always asking that question.
man, it's been a long time. Man, it's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. Sorry. Time's up. Shout out to Rakim. I can't think of the lyrics right now. I'm buzzing. But yeah, shout out to Rakim. It's been a long time. Where is my damn charger? Don't tell me I left it at work. Don't tell me I left it at work. No, my charger. Where is my charger? Oh, crazy. I think I left that mom. Oh no, here it is. I'm about to say, I don't leave stuff. Sometimes I do. Every blue moon. Yeah, like the video, share me out. Yeah. Much love. Share me up. Share me up. Share me out. Let's go. Let me play. I'm sorry.
In the back of their
Talk
minds,
to
it's
me
like,
and
what
I'll talk
exactly is
back.
it that they have? You had shown the clips earlier of the sheriff as well as the district attorney getting up in a press conference and saying, "Hey, we got the guy."
I got
I always find
target.
that to be very irritating because, in essence, it's instead of saying like, "Hey, we have an individual, he's a suspect. We'll let the court process work out. We believe we will have enough evidence, whatever the case is." But instead, to get up there and make those declarations that, "Oh, justice for Tupac's family," blah blah blah. My problem with all of it, on some level, is it's advertising something that's at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to be able to prove beyond reasonable doubt. And to me, that's I think
Woo!
it was.
Damn. And look how she looked. She looked at the other dude. Like, what you got to say about that? He just said he ain't gonna have no reasonable doubt. What is your response, Ted? She looked at him like, can you respond to that? Because I'm good. He said his client ain't gonna get off on reasonable doubt. And I can see that happen with Suge going in there confusing people, bro. I can see that happen with Suge going in there doing the Woody. I can see that Suge gonna be a Woody on there, bro, for sure. Watch. Fair use.
She knows exactly where she was at. But obviously 30 years is a long time. It's such a interesting fact pattern in terms of how do you prosecute an event that occurred 30 years ago. But
And that's up to the state to do, and that they have that burden to prove to that jury beyond reasonable doubt that they have the evidence to show that.
But witnesses are dead. People are not easily
Damn, witnesses, a lot of people dead. That's true.
necessarily after 30 years. The direct evidence isn't readily accessible necessarily. So even though you might not mention it in your day-to-day conversations with the jury, it must be hanging back there somewhere, no? That it's been such a long time?
I think reasonable people would be always asking that question in the back of their minds. It's like, what exactly is it that they have? You had shown the clips earlier of the sheriff as well as the district attorney getting up in a press conference and saying, "Hey, we got the guy." I always find that to be very irritating because, in essence, it's, instead of saying like, "Hey, we have an individual, he's a suspect, we'll let the court process work out. We believe we'll have enough evidence, whatever the case is." But instead to get up there and make those declarations that, oh, justice for Tupac's family, blah blah blah. My problem with all of it on some level is that
Blah blah blah. What the fuck was that? Yeah, I gotta get that one. Blah blah blah. Look at his face. Like, damn. TPG got a writer court. He got a writer attorney. That motherfucker crazy. That motherfucker said blah blah blah. He gonna be talking shit in there. That motherfucker said blah blah
hey,
blah.
we have an individual, he's a suspect, we'll let the court process work out. We believe we'll have enough evidence, whatever the case is. But instead to get up there and make those declarations that, oh, justice for Tupac's family, blah, blah, blah. My problem, I don't think they're going to be able to prove beyond, I don't think they're going to be able to prove beyond reasonable doubt. I don't think they're going to be able to prove beyond reasonable doubt. I don't think they're going to be able to prove cases, but instead to get up there and make those declarations that, oh, justice for Tupac's family, blah, blah, blah. My blah, blah, blah. My problem with all of it on some
Play
blah, blah, blah. My justice for Tupac's family, blah, blah, blah. My problem,
it.
justice for Tupac's family, blah, blah, blah. My problem, justice for Tupac's family, blah, blah, blah. My problem with all of it on some level is it's advertising something that's, at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to be able to prove beyond reasonable doubt. And
Ooh.
justice for Tupac's family, blah blah blah. My problem with all of it on some level is it's advertising something that's, at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to be able to prove beyond reasonable
Listen.
doubt. And justice for Tupac's family, blah blah blah. My problem with all of it on
Blah
some level is
blah
it's advertising something that's, at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to be able to prove beyond reasonable doubt. And to me, justice for Tupac's family, blah blah blah. My problem with all of it on some level is it's advertising
This is
something
Keefe
that's,
D's lawyer.
at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to justice for Tupac's family, blah blah blah. My problem with all of it on some
Play it. Come on. I got it. Blah blah blah. He gang banging. He gang banging. All right, let's go ahead and play
justice for Tupac's family, blah blah blah. My problem with all of it on some level is it's advertising something that's, at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to be able to prove beyond reasonable doubt. And to me, that's, I think, irresponsible on multiple levels when you have an individual charged with this kind of crime, that has that kind of notoriety, and you're doing it really just to demonstrate that somehow you're effective with crimes against people in our community, and that's why you should vote for me as district attorney. I think all those things on some level, when you ask the reason why people do certain things, well, it's self-interest. We all have a self-interest. Even I have a self-interest. I just want to feel good at the end of the day that I helped somebody out. That I think, honestly,
it. Wow. He think Keefe D is innocent. Listen.
deserves that sort of help. But other people do certain things, maybe for political reasons. Maybe there was a discussion at some point as to, the fact that, hey, I don't know if I'm going to get reelected.
This is Keefe D's lawyer, bro.
I might be soft on crime. I don't know. Who knows? I just think at the end of the day, when you have those types of press conferences and you're the elected official and you're up there giving a statement to which you're not going to be able to back up, I think on some level, what typically happens then is that you should be held responsible for that. And as an attorney, like I said, I'm this weird position right now where I just want to make sure I don't traverse into an area in which I'm sort of arguing the facts, which I don't believe I am. But this is where we get a little bit because once again, he did publish a book, he did give interviews. I mean, that's not refutable.
Michael, this is not a got you show, and this is not a got you question, but I hear direct criticism of the DA and the DA's handling of the case. What's that? Where's that coming from?
Well, first of all, it's coming from 25 years of experience doing this kind of work. It's also coming from the fact that I've handled many cases against the district attorney's office, and I'm going to just throw it out there. And you guys can fact check me if you want, but I think I have the most acquittals against the Clark County District Attorney's Office.
Y'all thought I was bullshitting when I said that. He said that himself. What? I'm gonna flexing on your ass. I got the most acquittals. You know I'm gonna play that over again.
Fact that I've handled many cases against the district attorney's office, and I'm going to just throw it out there. And you guys can fact check me if you want, but I think I have the most acquittals against the Clark County District Attorney's Office. From the fact that I've handled many cases against the district attorney's office, and I'm going to just throw it out there. And you guys can fact check me if you want, but I think I have the most acquittals against the Clark County District Attorney's Office. And
wow.
Doing this kind of work. It's also coming from the fact that I've handled many cases against the district attorney's office, and I'm going to just throw it out there. And you guys can fact check me if you want, but I think I have the most acquittals against the Clark County District Attorney's Office. And
this is Keefe D's lawyer. He got the most acquittals. Banging. What'd he say?
Put out there, and you guys can fact check me if you want, but I think I have the most acquittals against the Clark County District Attorney's Office, and the most acquittals against the Clark County District Attorney's Office, and the most trials. The most acquittals against the Clark County District Attorney's Office, and the most trials.
And Clark
the most acquittals against the Clark County District Attorney's Office, and the most many cases against the District Attorney's Office. And I'm going to just throw it out there, and you guys can fact check me if you want, but I think I have the most acquittals against the Clark County District Attorney's Office, and the most trials.
Ooh, so you gotta fact check that. He threw it out there like, so Keefe D got a hell of a lawyer, bro. Like, shit. If that's a fact, shit. Pro bono? Whoa.
I don't think there's anybody that's going to refute me on that.
Whoa.
The question is, at the end of the day, is whether or not they charge crimes believing that they have it beyond a reasonable doubt, which is what they have informed me before, is that, hey, we won't charge a crime unless we can prove beyond a reasonable doubt. And that's even before they do the preliminary hearing stages of like a preliminary hearing or a grand jury. They're telling me that they won't charge a case unless they can prove beyond reasonable doubt. And I'm just telling you right now, I don't think this is not that case. And to me, I think that's irresponsible on some fundamental level.
Oh, he confident that he gonna get his client off on reasonable doubt, ladies and gentlemen. Damn. Oh, and he said he get the most acquittals in Nevada. I don't know if that's a fact or not, but he banging. Listen to him.
Going to refute me on that. The question is, at the end of the day, is whether or not they charge crimes believing that they have it beyond a reasonable doubt, which is what they have informed me before, is that, hey, we won't charge a crime unless we can prove beyond a reasonable doubt. And that's even before they do the preliminary hearing stages of like a preliminary hearing or a grand jury. They're telling me that they won't charge a case unless they can prove beyond reasonable doubt. And I'm just telling you right now, I don't think this is not that case. And to me, I think that's irresponsible on some fundamental level. And I think that's a betrayal of the public trust.
We are going to hear from the DA's office shortly after this break. Welcome back. I'm Vanessa Murphy, joined by my colleague Kyle Payne. Our guest is Michael Sound, who is
Shit, let me find you, baby. Sorry.
Representing Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, accused of taking part. How would you say it, Michael? How would you categorize what he's accused of?
I would say the accusation is that Dwayne Davis is involved in the murder of Tupac Shakur.
Yeah, and we try to be careful because he's not accused of murder. He's accused of taking part in it. So we try in our reporting to be clear because there's a very big difference, in my opinion.
I think I'd say orchestrating.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the way we
He
go.
was. They're saying that he had said, "Do it," from the back seat of the car, from the passenger seat of the car, right?
Sure. But that he didn't pull the trigger
Right.
himself, and the individual accused of pulling the trigger is no longer living.
Right. And in your story, your excellent story that we aired, he said if he in the interview with someone else a long time ago, if they had come up on my side, I would have shot him.
Damn.
So, that's damning. There's some damning things here.
Sure.
So one question I have, Michael, we're recording this July 8th. It will air several times after. It will live on YouTube, social media. But here we are on July 8th. Do you
Man, that's a
100%
month. That's a month ago. Damn. Fair use. Let's go.
believe the trial will happen in August?
That's a very funny question because I've been asked that question since the very first day I took over the case. If you speak to anyone that's ever tried a case
Yes. Fast forward. We are 3 days away. Woo, it's going down.
against me in the district attorney's office, you know that we will be going on August 10th.
Woo.
So, the
I like
problem with this
him.
particular case is that, most attorneys
I like him. He tough. You a tough motherfucker, boy. I like him.
by their own playbook will say, oh, I need more time, I need to review discovery. And then nothing ever happens. I mean, it just the can gets kicked down the road, and so as a result, the client sits in custody. And in this particular case, I mean, honestly, Keefe D should have been tried. His case should have been tried within 6 months of him being arrested. But you know what ends up happening instead? This event occurs where he's in the jail. I believe he's acting in self-defense when some person attacks him, and then he
Right.
gets convicted of it and is doing time. And all that does is the lens.
Yeah, that's crazy what happened. Damn. That's crazy what happened. They just extended it. That's crazy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost through with this um interview. We got a lot of more minutes to go, and I don't think I did my 2 hour obligation. Ain't nobody ready talking about with me, but I got the views that I needed. So I love y'all. Y'all love me. It was great. It was fun. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. I'll see y'all Monday, 4:45, Monday through Friday, 4:45 a.m. West Coast time, 6:45 a.m. Central time, and 7:45 a.m. East Coast time. We're gonna do this. Just we on this Tupac and Keefe shit. Like we on this. Like the case is starting. And yeah, we just gonna just dig deep and keep going further and further and further into the rabbit holes, into who are all the conspirators. And we're gonna keep going and going and going. And like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure it says all. Share me out on all your social media programs. You heard me. Diddy, baby oil party with Suge Knight and Keefe D, allegations and theories and assumptions. We covered it all. We got off topic. We got back on topic. Y'all pulled up. Y'all in the bushes. Thank y'all for the love, man. I'll see y'all later. I'd like to thank everybody for pulling up on me. Mwah, mwah. To all the ladies and the single ladies, you get the leggy. And the homies, you get the pound. Uppercut. Oh, thank y'all all for pulling up. Um, Salute. I'll see y'all Monday. This live was lit. I'm gonna keep it up. I know some of y'all coming in like, no, it was in the watch the first hour, first hour, you bang, and then it was still coasting. It was still coasting. It was just still, it's still chilling. You know what I'm saying? But I love y'all. Melody, now you come in late. Now you come in late. Now you talk to me late. Melody, let me cut on the fan. I'll talk to Melody for a second. Hold up. Man, the numbers went up too. It's 7. Oh, I know. Oof. Let me let the head breathe for a minute. I'm trying to be cool. Ooh, let that fan blow. Let that fan blow. I had to let the bald head breathe, man. The bald head under there. You come in on what time? I come in at 5 p.m. West Coast time on Friday Night Lives, lady. Every Friday night live at 5 p.m. That's it. And then I go live Monday through Friday in the morning, 4:45 a.m. West Coast time, 6:45 a.m. Central time, and 7:45 a.m. East Coast time, Monday through Friday. This is a.m. Pull up on your body. Boy, and Friday, 5 p.m., 7 p.m. Central time, and 8 p.m. East Coast time, 5 p.m. West Coast time. You feel me? Friday night live. Have a good dinner. Thank you. You too. This weekend's going to be cooking. This weekend going to be cooking. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Lots of happening out there. Yeah, you feel me? And if you new in here, like the video, share me out. This is a live freestyle at this point. We was on this Diddy and Tupac stuff. This Tupac case is coming up with Keefe D charged with conspiracy, you know what I'm saying, whatever, of the deletion of the great Shakur, you know what I'm saying, Machiavelli, aka everything, actor, rapper, you know, this goes on and on and on and on. Leader, motivator, lot of haters, you know. It is what it is, man. When you get that bread, Melly says, going stay longer, Tupac's getting a notification. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get. Yeah, I pulled up a lot of tabs, played a lot of videos, you know. But I seen you, and then it jumped up for a minute, and then it went back down. Diddy's done. Yeah. But see, I don't know. I can't say that because Keefe D is saying it wasn't Diddy now. Keefe D is saying it's not Diddy now. He's saying it's Reggie Wright now. So it depends what the jury believe and if what do Suge Knight say when Suge Knight pulls up, if he pulls up, because I googled it and different videos saying he ain't gonna pull up and testify. We gonna see if he is or is he ain't. Reggie Wright is gonna testify as Suge Knight right hand man, the head of security at Right Way Security, supposed to be pulling up. Everybody off work and they scrolling through the Wi-Fi web. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shout out to your somebody needs to speak up for sure. We gonna see who gonna speak up. I don't know, but I did my 2 hour obligation and I'm hungry. I'm about to go. I'm hungry. I'm starving. So I'm gonna see y'all. Pizza and chicken. That's what you got. I got just fried Popeyes chicken that I shouldn't be eating. This is gonna be my last 2 pieces. You know what I'm saying? My last two. I got 2 big breasts. I didn't like the last breast. It seemed like it wasn't cooked all the way, or it was too cooked too long, or something. It wasn't like the thigh. It wasn't like the drumstick. It wasn't like the damn wings, where it was crispy and fried right. This one, you know, the meat tastes a little, I don't know. It didn't taste too tender like the other pieces. Maybe these other pieces taste better. We'll see. Sometimes they in a hurry cooking. I ain't gonna lie, the first batch, like I said, the thigh, the leg, the wing was booming. Then the last three pieces of wing, breast. I tried one breast, right. It wasn't booming. So sometimes you get a bad breast, Sometimes you get a bad breast. I got eight pieces, so the first five was booming. Trying to make your own. Oh yeah, that's always gonna be on the menu. Mixed batches. Yep, you never know. You never. I didn't thought that was me moving.
Wins two more
My
time in
bad. My bad.
custody.
Cut that
I'm
off.
quite on.
My bad. My bad. But yeah, man, everything's good. Oh yeah, and I bust a wine bottle, so that's good and bad luck. A half of a bottle of wine bottle. I busted. So that let me know I don't need it. Uh, yeah, yeah. But anyway, I did my 2 hour obligation. I'm satisfied. I'm sorry if y'all came in late. Yeah, that means you don't follow me if you don't know what time I come on, or you don't get the notifications when you ain't got the notifications on all. Because if you put the notifications on all, you would know when I go live. Mean you shouldn't drink it. Well, sports coming up soon. Yes, it is. Shout out to football. Yeah. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I love y'all. No